National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Condors of Oklahoma City. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys coming in feeling pretty good and ready to prove they're the superior team in the conference. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys earned the right to host this game and now just one win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the conference. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some mix us the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
A gain of 16 yards.
They go play action. Mayfield. The open man is Clark, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's racked up, taken down, back at the 25. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick here is good. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It's now third down and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play fake. Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing. Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That's good for Oklahoma City. 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into to a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. McCord. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good for a 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Trying to dump off, lost yardage.
Mayfield's pass.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now back out comes the offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Then he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Well, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard.
Credit Yaya Diaby with a stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It's a gain of a yard. And it's good enough for a 1st down. this time he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
On second down, they'll run it here. And it stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick shovel pass here is complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he's got it. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Condors have taken the lead here this NFC Championship game. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gets past one man. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Baker going to give it to Irving. He'll take this to the 46.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's a 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Far right side is going to be caught by Clark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mayfield. And again he finds Clark. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Diaz. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
This offense back to work now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted.
Turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but with him, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Back out comes this offense now, late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Number 26. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. In the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
A solid stiff arm.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 3rd and 9.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Draw play. Here's McAllister. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
That's to Lane. He's got it outright.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
He'll try and do this himself.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
10 at the 41-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
The 41-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And a first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Buccaneers first down.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Irvin. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, they go with Irvin. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Buccaneers 10.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That's good. From Oklahoma City, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Back foot throw there is incomplete.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So Mayfield and the Bucs
down 13-10. A little under 2.5 to go. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Yes, Godwin. A gain of 6. That's good.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
First down, Buccaneers.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Baker.
And he comes back with one complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Mayfield.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here comes 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Now Mayfield. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.